Hi, am I hearable? Am I hearable? I hope we can get another. We can get up to 5 hours and 90 minutes of this song. I think you could. I think I only made. I think it's only 30 minutes. The entire thing. 30 minutes. 30. So. Oh, you can hear me. That's a lot better than last time. If anyone remembers the last time, we took like 5 minutes, like where you couldn't hear me. So, I also currently have hiccups. I'm trying to like suppress them for this. So how is everyone? Wait, I need to pull up. You know what I should do? I have a really good idea. You got voice? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, welcome back. I know this feels very strange, but I have obviously gotten ready, so we're gonna stream. Saturday is just my streaming day. I'm also going to put this in the Portal Discord server, just in case anybody is interested. Actually, no, I shouldn't sing it. It's going to be like the exact opposite on thingy. Oh my gosh, this is a day. It's certainly been a day. Right. Good. What about you? I'm good. Good. Me very good. Good. I'm very good personally. It's been quite a slow day. It's been a long week, so I'm excited. It's been a kind of crazy week, now that I point out. Yeah. It's been a very interesting week after I released my video. I hope I hope someone can piece it together that my next video. I mean, okay. I'm saying that, but actually, my next video was going to be about Portal, and I didn't make that necessarily a secret. So, you know. Right. So, the only bad thing is that Windows is not working as usual. Fair enough. Just wave this in some other Discords. So a couple of people who are interested in Portal Core Access would be. Actually, this. Oh, Furious typing in the Destination Discord right now. Asking me questions about Core Access. I'm currently live while doing that. You know what we need? We actually, I've just thought of this. We need a Discord server. We need a Discord server for Edge Just Dead. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Could you lower the song? Oh yeah, I can stop it now. Sorry. let me just pull up Steam so then it just doesn't like cut to a random blank page. I'm still trying to get to grips with how streaming works. So, oh, I'm angry. No, I'm not angry, gang. Trust. I'm very happy. Oh, and that's to. Okay, I might need to fix that. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Could you lower the song? Yep, I already have, I think. Or do we? I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out how to change the stream thing so it's not black, because black's really not useful when 99% of like things are black. So you know what? None of you can read what you're saying. I'm trying to figure out how to change that real quick. Let me just. Boosh. Nope. Boosh. Oh, I have to save the changes. I'm a flipping moron. Right. That should have worked, right? I get rid of it and then... Hey! There we go. Perfect. That's... Wait, where did it all go? Okay. Whew. I don't want to break anything. That's the wrong thing, Edward. Where? That's still the wrong thing. Okay. I can't grab the flipping... You know how you could like grab and drag it all? Because right now you're kind of off the screen. So I kind of need to fix that. But every 5 seconds, I'm grabbing the Steam thing. I'm going to lock Steam in. I'm locked in. I'm in the trenches. I'm getting rich. Oh, it's because... Right, okay. Hello. Just refreshing the page so then everyone can actually read what we're saying. You are... I can't actually read what that says. You are not a moron. No, I'm not. I am. We are here. Bro, you are not the Who's from Horton Here's the Who. Hopefully, what I've just done is fixed it. This is a world of experimentation right now. Because obviously I've been brought back with all of these new little tidbits which I need to do. So a lot of it is now me figuring out how all of this works, and chat is the newest thing I need to tinker with. So please bear with. Today is one of those days. I am going to do that. Refresh the page. It should now just appear in the middle of the screen, right? Didn't. Right. That's fantastic. That's great. Yeah. Wow. I hate this. Oh, wait, are we cropped? Yeah, we are. The most experimental stream. Yeah. We're trying to fix it. We're fixing it, guys. We're gonna fix it. I would like you guys to be able to read what everyone's writing. It also needs to be slightly smaller. Not gonna lie. NGL, is that the word? Right. I've just realized what I've done wrong. Forgetting we are now we are a lot of messages behind. Yeah, you are. That's the issue. I need to just bring it back round, you know? Also, can I just point out, I know like you might type something and it will come very quickly, but like the what's it called? The I like my stream scuffed. Yeah. That was so weird. I just heard like a puppy dog yap. I don't know where I just heard that. I'm not schizophrenic. I swear. I promise. Hi. So, what do we talk about? There's too much to talk about today. Do you think? Let's find a maths page that we can do, and I don't know. Mainly just chat. I don't know. You want to do some my maths or times table rock stars? What what do we want to do, guys? We could also play a game, maybe. I'm not really fussed. We could do anything. Also, I need to... that's another thing I forgot to do. Sorry. There's a lot of things that I needed to do. One of them which was... Wait. Ooh, quickly pull him out. Wait. Ooh. Hi. You're now going to see the... Yippee! I've just realized my keybind for the literally just like the normal talking one is now a stupid keybind. So we're just going to quickly assign a new keybind. Numpad. There we go. Done. Yeah, there we go. Right. How long ago did it start? Let's talk about your... I'm not schizophrenic. I don't think. I hope. But in my dreams, I see my cores. So I'm so glad I can now talk about them. That sounds really silly, but I'm very glad I can now talk about them. Because they took me so long to like keep under the hood. And I feel like I've got so many comments being like, wow, these characters are really good. And it makes me feel good. So but you know, the characters themselves were, you know, what's it called? Very important. I can't explain it in words. Very integral to like the plot. I can't really have a game called Portal Core Access and the cores are rubbish, you know? It just kind of had to come, you know, at the right point. So, I'm looking. Should we do. I think. You know what? Let's do some My Maths. I hope I still have my account from when I was in. Since when I was 9. Let's have a look. Should we do primary school? Should we do primary school or secondary school? I had a Portal model idea, but it was just too scuffed to even try and make it work. Very, very corey cores. Yeah. I feel like if you don't have cores, then the cores don't work, you know? I can't explain the words. Oh, also, I just figured something. I just realized something. Oop. Let me just make sure that I have live chat on, just so everyone is heard instead of just one person. Hi, Ed, I'm a big fan of you, and I really thank you. Would love to make a video with you. Hello. I'm not gonna lie, don't really do Rec Room anymore. I think that's kind of obvious. But I'm I'm obviously very free. I'm not particularly a big YouTuber. I would never point that out. Yeah, no. So it's glad that I'm kind of glad though. That's just like a lot of people that I talk to sometimes. Like I'll talk to someone and they'll be like, "Oh, I've done this because of you." That feels very good. I don't know. To be like a positive force is a good force, you know. Hello. Oh, hello, Nuclear Shield. You made Portal Divinity Chapter 1. I haven't played Chapter 2 yet. I'm sorry. Isn't this a Rec Room stream? No, it's not a Rec Room stream. Right. The 1,000 subscriber special says it itself. I don't do Rec Room anymore. I don't get me wrong, I loved Rec Room like 2 years ago, but Rec Room is so like the issue is when we started when Rec Room, when I released my soloing every quest video, back then Rec Room was considered shit. So like now now it's because like I was literally watching a video about like people being like, oh, it's over, right? I was literally watching a therapeutic video literally just before we came on stream about how Rec Room might be shutting down soon. So I'm glad I jumped the boat on that one. Yeah, yay! I played that. That's really good, by the way. I sat in that, like the credits thing where it was like, I don't know, it was like pineapples or something. I don't remember. I don't quite remember. I was to tell you that you don't need math on Discord. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember you. I do remember you. Don't worry, because I hope you've seen, we are going to be doing some maths today, while also talking and asking and questions. So, yeah, if you want to ask questions, then that's fun. All right. How did you get your talking buddy on screen? Okay, so I have like a little application called VideoTube. You can search it up. I originally was going to do there was like this one which I did download. That was on Steam, but it was like for like actual like VTubing. It was like for proper PNG VTubing things, and it was like, oh, you have to draw like individual sprites for like the hair, the arms, and things. So when your character talks, everything moves in its own motion. And I remember thinking that is way too much work for someone who's just like a bunch of PNGs. So I didn't do it. I just I just faked it till I maked it, you know. This is kind of weird to have Batman up. Wait a sec. Let me quickly just pull up some My Maths. Let's go into primary. Here we go. Oh, right. Okay. How do I make an account? Log in. This is when it's gonna be like, oh, you actually have to pay. No way. Do you actually have to pay? Subscribe? Oh my god, you do. I'm not paying for a maths course. What? I thought that was free. Right, let's find some times table rock stars. Because obviously everyone knows times table rock stars. I mean, like, who doesn't like times table rock stars? If you were British and you existed, then you'd love times table rock stars. Times table rock stars is like, it's just a classic. How do I... Alright, log in. Is there no way of me, like, making an account? Why can't these things just give me an account? Register. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We'll do some times table rock stars. Do you live with your parents? Yeah. Oh, Jesse, we need to calculate. I agree. VideoTube Mini is really good software. Exactly. I thought it was so easy to use. I actually still need to add blinking to my character, but it is such a useful, so useful as like a thing. I helped Len set that up to stream. Oh, really? That's cool. Khan Academy. I'm worried to search that up. Khan Academy. This one. Right. Great. We'll be doing this today then. And we might play some Portal or something. I actually, you know what I need to do? Just reminded myself. We need to do, what's it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Chord. There was a lot of stuff about how my idea was very similar to a map thing called Chord, and I played the first map, and I enjoyed it. I have certain things about it which I would like change, because naturally, obviously, that's how I feel about my mod. But overall, we need to check the rest of them out. Do Duolingo math? Hell nah. I hate Duolingo. I asked someone if they use VideoTube and I got banned because country video. What? I did not know that. Okay. Free to use, not free to make. Okay, bye. I'm learning. Which one should we do? We should do something that's like easy but not easy. Should I bring you into the fray? What is that? Bosh. Let me just copy the URL real quick. Get you guys in. I hate the fact that I'm like get you guys in like as if you're like some sort of like I'm trying to get you into a lobby. And I really need your help. I'm trying to get streams such a VR streamer camera on Rec Room, but it's just on the same network, but it's been making me sad. I have no clue what you mean. I really need your help, but I'm trying to get stream/VR stream account, okay, on Rec Room, but it's same must be on local network. I'm assuming what you're saying is you're trying to the stream account is PC VR, right? Like, I like that we're just staring at Batman Arkham. That was because I finished it like today. Wait, I don't know if you can see this, but I locked up Riddler in the GCPD. So if you know anything about Batman Arkham, you know that he's a pain in the ass. So yeah, he deserves it, and it's taken me like 50 hours. It's flipping ridiculous. I can't believe that is like an actual thing. Cancel. Wait. Right. How do I F11? Skadoosh. Baboosh. Dadoosh. Oh my god, that's huge. Right, there we go. Get you guys. Oh, now it's white, so now you can't even see the thing. Oh well, let's hope that it goes black once we get into the thing, yeah. Or we can find like some way of turning it black. Let's do high school and college. Why not? Integrated math. What's this? Screw this guy. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Okay, here we go. Right, let me just pull up this. Let's quickly just make sure I can see chat before we start because I don't want to look like a moron. Browser reveal. Yeah, welcome. Bro's actually doing math for a stream. Yes, yeah. Well, I keep to my word when I say when I do stuff. I keep to my word. Right. Okay. People, help me. M equals 3. So 9 divided by 3 plus 4. So that's 3 plus 4. 7. Yay! Next question. C minus 2. Bro, you're actually doing... Yeah, no, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not doing math for a stream, so it's a shame. I'm okay. That's 5. This is easy. Is this what? Sorry, is this what you guys do in high? This is high school, right? This is like 16 plus, right? I don't want to come across as that guy being like, "Oh, I know everything," but like, 2. Yippee. Should I wait? I don't want to show you the. I don't want to show you the browser though. I can't show you the browser with all my secret tabs. P divided by 2 minus 5 when P equals 14. So 7, 2. Is bro Einstein? Yeah. This is like easier freshman level math. That's what I was thinking. This seems really easy. Let's go back. How do I go back? Let me leave. No, I wanna get out. Oh, do I actually have to finish this? Okay, wait a sec. 6 divided by 6 is 1. So 14, correct? Secret tabs, alright, blood. Shh. Anyway, I obviously there's been a few people asking to like join Portal Core Access, right? And the first thing that I have to like just so I have this on record on my YouTube channel, I've been talking to Mr. Hines. He's been very nice, and 18. Oh, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 27. See, we can see where this is going. If I'm if I need my fingers to count to count 3 times 9, we might be cooked. Show summary, right? Oh, I love the music. Can you hear the sounds? How do I quit? Khan Academy. Let's go back. AP Calculus right now? Yeah. Let's do trigonometry. Yeah. Let's do Unit 3. Why not? I want to add a pixel in one of the core's eyes. Can I do it? We can hear the sounds. Oh, great. Thank you. Great. But just so I have it on record, I've been talking to Mr. Hines about Portal Core Access, and he said the number one thing I shouldn't do is get people on board, particularly. He said I need to learn how to make the mod first and foremost. He said, in his words, a head writer has never, in italics, been in charge of a full project, and I agree with him. You have to consider, like, he is completely correct, and I think it is a very important thing to consider when he's. Sorry, I just drank. When I'm talking to someone of that caliber, I think I do agree. I have my criticisms. Let's get the explaining guy out. I have my criticisms about Portal Revolution, namely its story, which, ironically enough, is part of the reason why me and a friend originally had the idea of going more story focused. Oh my god, I totally should do a hammer learning stream. Should we do that? I'd be learning math anyways. We got to stick to the math. We'll do like 10 more minutes of math, and then we'll cut to hammer. I think that ironically enough, me and a friend were like, wow, we should make our own Portal mod, because Portal Revolution is a really good mod. Like, it's got these insane chambers, it's super good. But the issue is, the story's kind of like, the actual plot that's going on, I think the first half of that game is so strong, and then the second half just flubs it. I don't want to be that guy. I think I hate Amelia Connolly. She's one of the worst characters I've ever had to put up with in the ever. I can't explain it. I've never disliked a character in 2 hours more than Amelia Connolly. And the issue is that it's not that she's meant to be an annoying character. She's just genuinely super annoying. And I don't like her at all. And so we came up with this idea of these cores, and we were like, okay, so we're gonna have one core which is gonna, we're gonna have 3 cores. None of them are gonna be evil. That was that was one thing that we were like, none of them can be evil. But we still need a negative force in a Portal game. Most games with Portal often have a bad guy. And we had this idea, what if we don't have a bad guy? After that, the guy was like, oh, I don't really want to work on this anymore. And I was like, okay, bye. So the rest of it is essentially literally the whole thing with Becca and all that is, and the 3 cores and everything beyond that is essentially just my idea. But the very basis of it's going to be more core focused. The cores are actually going to be good characters, and yeah, and they aren't going to be evil. None of them are going to be evil. But we were going to put them all together. Collie feels like the writers tried too hard to make a fan favorite character, but ended up being something flat and uninteresting. So true, and they flip up. Or I don't want to use any big bad words on here, but they use so many the writing, just how the story lays out from that point onwards. I'm not gonna lie, I love Sterling. I have a photo of Sterling. Wait a second. I am a Sterling. I like Sterling. Sterling is a really well-crafted character. I like his character, and I like the fact that he, unlike other characters in the Portal world, is actually supportive of GLaDOS. I think that's such a good idea for the political, there's almost a political spectrum on who supports GLaDOS and who doesn't. But I think that but he has this sun-like evilness. Yes, exactly. And the funniest part is I think everything that he gets completely ruined because of Amelia. If Amelia didn't exist and it was just us, I don't think it's, a big issue. For example, right? He does this whole thing with Aspire. It's fine. We then get sent down to the bottom of Aperture. And for some flipping reason, I don't know why this happens, but he then blames us for messing it up when he told us to do everything. That makes no sense to me. Then obviously Amelia meets Sterling, and Amelia and Sterling, Amelia's like, oh no, we shouldn't build GLaDOS, and Sterling's like, yes, we should. That's again a really good dynamic. But the issue is then Sterling goes, well, you're with Amelia right now, so you must be evil. No, I'm not evil. I just was sent to the bottom of Aperture, and I needed any help to get back to the top. I do not need Sterling to be like, now I hate you, because I've got another friend who just has a different opinion. I don't necessarily see how that's bad. What I think they should have done is, after Amelia goes back in the blogs and finds all of this horrible stuff about GLaDOS, you should have done a mini side quest, a tiny side quest, which slightly hindered Sterling's progress. So, and then when you come back up, he goes why did you do that? He then sees Amelia Connolly. She is then no, we shouldn't bring back GLaDOS. And then because you've actually done something yourself that affiliates you with Amelia, then Sterling has a right to be annoyed with you and wants to kill you. Another thing that makes me instantly hate Amelia Connolly, one thing that makes me hate her so much is she has no empathy. As a character who is supposed to be a someone who is supposed to be the good guy, right? She is not a good guy. She's kind of horrible. She finds out that Sterling is a vacuum cleaner that she made or something, and after she died or something, he gets turned into a core. First of all, how the hell does he turn into a core? I'm not going to get into it. Yes, exactly, precisely. She my main thing is after. Oh, hello, Forbidden Testing 2. After she discovers that Sterling is her vacuum cleaner, she doesn't go, "Oh my god, I loved that vacuum cleaner." Mind you, she would have an empathetic connection to that thing because she is, Sterling's mum. Essentially, she would. I feel like if I made like an AI vacuum cleaner, I would be rather, like paternal. Is that the right word? Over that thing. So she doesn't have any empathy or remorse for him. Instead, she's just like bullies their crap out of him for no reason. And it's like, what's the flipping point? She comes out of nowhere and it's like, it's not like as if you're like doing something with Amelia and like Sterling's like this unforgivable monster. He's just like this regular ass guy who just wants to rebuild GLaDOS because he thinks that's the way to solve Aperture's issues. And Amelia comes along and is like, "You're a vacuum cleaner. You're worth nothing. You're useless." And it's just a bit foul. I don't know. It icks me on Amelia. That's how I realized I really didn't like Amelia. That's what cemented me in my brain. Like, I hate her. So I think that the way to avoid that in a Portal mod is literally just don't antagonize your main character. That's just like, I feel like it's a given, but I feel like it's slightly missing from especially someone like, especially Portal. Here is, wait, I don't know if I can show this on stream. Wait a sec, let me see if I can add it. I am a Sterling stan. I like Sterling a lot. I think Sterling is kind of cool. Sterling. Let me add him. Let me add him into the thing. Into the fray. I made this a long time ago. I think it was during the elections. The American elections. And someone just like wrote like, "Oh, why can't we just have Sterling go up to be president?" And I took that very literally. As I often do. Where is it? I found the seal of approval. There it is. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I went into Photoshop for a bit, and this is what I came out with. We'll put him in the top corner if you want. There we go. Do you have any plans on working on your mod idea? Right. Yes. I do actually want to hit the ground running with it. There has been the main reason why I struggled going with it is because it's because the issue is I didn't know whether it was a good idea. I sometimes have ideas which people are like, "Wow, that's such a great idea," and then other ideas where people are like, "That's genuine dog shit." And so I wasn't necessarily sure if it was one of those ideas, you know. So I tried I was very chuffed when 10,000 people watched my video and was like, "Wow, this is a really good mod idea. You should make that." I'm happy. That's great. I just feel very very happy by that. So I will try and make my mod. The mod has potential if you can execute it well. I agree. So if you want, I can help you. Here's my like little hot take thing. I'm gonna say this like 3 times this stream. I feel like this is where it's going. Stefan Hines, been talking to him. and essentially said to him, like, what do I need to do? Here was my idea, and essentially it was like, I have so many people who want to help with a mod. Can, these people want to help with a mod? I'm gonna probably like make a form or something, so then people can formally like put their things in, and etc. etc. And we'll see where we go from there. And I will be writer, game director, whatever I need to be, while also learning Hammer on the side. And he wrote to me literally like, let me just put it up on Discord. Wait. I did think it was quite funny. But here it is. This mod won't ever happen unless you are ready to do 90% of the work and become the lead mapper. No mod ever shipped with a writer as a lead. And I agree with him. I don't want to be that guy. But right, okay. Sorry, I just read what Nuclear Shell wrote. I agree. I can't like be like, no one can help me. I hate this. But and Stefan points that out himself. He says there's a difference between being alone and surrounded by people who just can't commit 100% all the time, and that's totally fine. He does write that later. But his main point is you have to be prepared for people to get bored and stop doing things, and and you need to be prepared to take up what people have left on the floor and be able to make it into something beautiful. Because chances are people will help with people will help you, but the issue is that they will get bored or something like that and they will go. And that will end up being, that will be it, essentially. And I kind of, it's one of those things which I do agree with. Apparently I hear a lot of things about Portal mods where it's like, as far as I'm aware, of like, they have issues with like mappers and things. I'm a playtester for Portal System Failure. And there was a big thing which they had where they were like, we need a mapper. We absolutely need a mapper right now. We don't even care if you're experienced. We need one right now. And it was like, oh, that's quite worrying. Because obviously a mapper must have dropped. And that was like they desperately needed one. So what Stefan is saying is, you can have people in your mod, but like, you need to be the #1 fan. You need to be the guy, And I think that is where I think he goes. And he says, I need to start learning Hammer and stuff like that. Okay, but System Failure is really poorly managed. That is true. As far as I'm aware from Portal System Failure, I think I joined the playtest in August, right? And essentially they went, oh, Ed, you don't have to do you don't have to do any playtesting for the previous versions yet. And it's fine, you can, it's fine, guys, you can, do all of these things. They basically, they just said, like, literally that day, like a couple days before, there was a new version, and they were like, you don't have to do that version, Ed. There's a rule on their thing, which is essentially like, if you don't join, like, if you don't do their updates in 14 days, you get kicked. And I was a bit like, oh crap, that's a bit worrying. So they were but I was like, okay, so I need to stay on top of this. I'm good at that, and it's playing games, It's not like it's gonna be difficult, and it's like record, and I record. I think that's very obvious. But then you get to their little, private Discord server. The last time that they had an update, right, like a game build, was in August last year. Like, August. Are we kidding ourselves here? And also, I recorded it. I did actually do that build, and I got soft locked. and I didn't show it to them because I felt embarrassed. So, so, yeah. I don't want to be that guy, but yeah. My advice to you is that you definitely need to work on your gameplay elements. You touch more on characters in the video, but the writing itself is usually spaced between the chapters. Totally agree. Talking to Stefan Hines, obviously. I feel like this is where most of the thing is going to go. Talking to Stefan Hines, he said part of it is figuring out what you need to do while you figure out the gameplay elements. How far can you put? Well, this is how I think of it. This is my ethos. How far can I push the core idea, right? Like, how far can I push the idea of the cause? And then, how can I add something that completely changes your perception of using the cause? One thing I love about Portal, in general, and I think it's very important, is Portal it adds new elements during the gameplay, but they always revolve around the portals. I think that's pretty obvious. And they always build. And they change on how you use the thing. So, like, for example, energy pellets. Suddenly you're not using the portals to travel. You're now using the portals to direct orbs and things into little holes and things like that, But I think I need to do that with the cause. The first chapter is almost exclusively going to be about trying to get the cause in focus, in motion, trying to get people to understand cause. We'll play chord in a second if we want, and we'll have a look at that. And that is a very good way of doing it. Once we got down the core idea, but I need my soundboard up. Once we got down the idea, like, oh, this is what's happening. It just puts stuff so we can disable and push 5 traps plus puzzle. Yeah. After that, they're basically just balls. You can do a lot of gameplay elements with them with just a regular ball. Okay. I don't think I mentioned this in my video. I know this sounds silly. I never mentioned this in the video, but I feel like I do need to mention it now. Ferguson will only be the one to be able to sit on the floor buttons. The idea of the cores is that each of them have a different way of working that changes your perception on how to use the cores. So, for example, Ferguson will be able to use the floor buttons. None of the other cores will. I like the cube cord. Yeah, he's my favorite. I agree. I think he is hilarious. I think that he's a great character, and the funny part about Ferguson is he is just one. That's what I'm gonna say on it. I need to keep some mystery for if I ever actually make it, which I probably will now. But oh my god, do I actually have to do Cositan? Yeah, guys, we're just gonna play chord. Right, I'm sick of maths already, and we spent 10 minutes. What do you know? I don't want to do maths anymore. Let's open up Portal 2. We could also do Portal Bridge Constructor if you want. Not particularly fussed. Oh, that's above that. No, we can't do that. He's above Sterling. We can't get rid of Sterling. I hope that's viewable. That's not the right thing. Oh my god. Why can't I see it? Have I placed math over the top? See, that's just Steam. Why can't I see it? Wait. Okay, I feel like I've just talked way too much. There's just nothing to record and play test. Exactly, that's my point. For my mod, it's just new guns every map. Fair enough. Insert very deep comment about the meaning of life. Yeah, I don't do that. I hope you can see this. Oh, it's in full screen. That's so funky. What the hell? The main mechanic of my mod is just portal surface walls. You can disable and we push 5 chapters worth of puzzles out of it. So the potential to spare. Yeah, fair enough. Oh my god, the music's going crazy. Should I... Right, how do I fix this? Oh, no, it's just massive on the OBS. Okay, I'm just a flipping moron. You see, the funny thing is I could actually, I could potentially do, like, a portal, like, I don't know what to call it. Let's go. No, that's co-op mode. The funny thing about the portal thing is I feel like I could actually voice act one of the characters. So, that would be funny if I did. I definitely will be voicing a core. I have, not to toot my own horn here, I do actually have voice acting experience with Netflix. So, yeah. And you can prove that. I won't tell you, but that's my little fun fact. The main mechanic of my mod, yeah, I've read that. The problem is the cores, they're basically just balls. Yeah. I like the cube core. Yeah. Cube core is very silly. I do like cube core. The idea that I also want to do, and I don't know how much I can do this, right, is essentially his big idea is you know, like the little ring around that they add in Portal 2. Hello, Wheatley.
How are you? How are you feeling? Wait, don't answer that. Too much deep relaxation relaxes the gums, and the vibrations from talking can make all of your teeth fall out of your head. Okay, look, the point is, we're going to break out of here, all right? Very soon, I promise, I promise. I just have to figure out how. So
okay,
break
can you
us
stop
out
yapping, please? Oh my god, I get a second Wheatley! No! It's the Adventure Core.
Oh, hey, you pretty lady. Name's Rick. So you
have we're good. Appreciate it.
Will probably change. Yes, they probably will. Chances are they probably will. Can you shut up, Adventure Core? I think that the wait. Did I not get? It's a. Oh my god, I'm actually so stupid. Go. Is that not gonna close? Oh, not anymore. You just forgot about the poor triangle. What do you mean the poor triangle? We can see it, but it's poorly. I hope it's fixed now. Okay. I have a solution to this issue. This issue of having to carry around the cores was like the #1 issue that I had with the why am I doing that? The #1 issue I had with the portal things is the fact that you now have to do this the whole time, like picking up and dropping them. I figured out how to save that. Figured out how to fix that. Using the CCCCCCCCCCC. And that's like one of the things that I might require some. Oh, okay. No, okay, so I just killed them both. Are they coming out here? No? Okay. I don't know where they're coming out from then. Oh, over here. I'm assuming that I have to place that there. And then place by this really obvious sort of thing there. And then what? Send you up? I don't know what to do. I'm assuming send him up this way and then send him up this way. No, that was the wrong thing. Okay. Oh! That was the wrong flipping portal. Wait, I'm actually losing it. Wait a sec. Not locked in. Okay. That was... Oh my god, that was so bad. That doesn't work. Okay. I don't know why I thought that would work. We should explore more of the chamber before coming around. You killed him? Yeah. Oh, okay. I need to press this, I'm assuming. Hey, okay. Oh, no, I got it now. Okay, it's all good. That's not what I thought it would do. Anything to get rid of this. The Emancipation Grill. That was the wrong... Right, okay, I need to actually keep track of what I'm doing. Foot. No. Foot. No, okay, that won't work unless I throw it. Ready? No. Didn't realize I'm super flipping rubbish. How do I? Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm actually just stupid. I'm actually just like the dumbest person that's ever walked the earth. No. Uh-oh. Don't worry, my training from Portal Forbidden Testing Tracks now tells me exactly what I should not do. Right, okay, Wheatley, let's get you over here. If you want, you could try... Oh, Wheatley just died again. If you want, you could try the 2 test chambers I sent you. If they have new custom guns I made. Okay, we'll check them out afterwards. Right, I need to actually figure out what this thing does. Sorry. Ah! Right. So there was a way to turn them off. I forgot how. Oh, okay, right. I know what I need to do. I've remade a map. Right, okay. No! Go, run. Do I need to employ... I don't know how to be hot. Maybe I might have to do it the other way around. Wait a sec. Audio delay? From VOT. Oh yeah, the game's audio is kind of delayed. Why is that? Wait, let me have a listen. Pulling up on my phone. Yeah, why is it delayed? What the hell? I'm not sure. That's funky. Again, this is why I need to stream more. I literally don't know what I'm doing. Right, well, we'll fix this chamber and then we'll do it. Wait, that was a bad idea. Wait a second. Give me Wheatley back. Those who know. Get in! Oh no, it's already... Right, okay. That can't just be a timing-based thing. What's up here? Nothing. Fantastic. Well, I got 1 cube, so... Like, I'm assuming that I need to place it somewhere. That gives me... Does he know? What am I missing? Please. What am I missing? I don't know how I'm supposed to beat this also. Yeah, maybe. Does he know what? What am I missing? That button unlocks the door. Oh look, the app's there outside. Do I know what? What's the question 15 gave me? Sure, go ahead. I do really want to check out other people's things. This chamber kind of demonstrates why I prefer minimalist chambers that have very small amount of elements. Connections. Yes, right, okay. Have you seen, what's his name? Not Damien. See, okay, this is like the #1 thing I don't like, right? One core at a time, gang. I don't know why I just messed up saying gang like 4 times. I need to round. What? Right. I just want to talk because I again, these are good test chambers. I don't think they're necessarily bad. But the main issue with Chord Part 1, which I found, was it was actually partly skill-based. I think the Portal 2 gameology, I don't know what you call it, the Portal 2 game mechanics is largely not skill-based. I think one of the big things about the difference in the gameplay structure between Portal 1 and Portal 2 is in Portal 1, there are like bits where you just need to be good at the game. Like, you know the bit where you have to fall down the hole and then there's like platforms and you have to switch between portals so you can get higher up on these platform stairs? I don't know. But it what's wrong? What's happened? You pulling my leg? I can't hear anything. Oh well. I'm assuming that it would be audio. Oh, hello. The thing is there was a bit where you had to throw the core into one of the sockets. Like, let me just find it. One of these, you have to go like over goo, right? And oh my god, I messed this thing up so many times. It was like this big of a throw. And it was over toxic goo. So then if he fell, he had to like go all the way backwards, like absolutely ridiculous. And it was like, I don't like that at all. And I think that I don't know, that bothered me. So if I was to create the game, my #1 thing would be no to right, okay, how the hell do I do this? I don't like this. This is like very overstimulating as a map. Oh, okay, no, so that one isn't even... That's so convoluted, man. Right, what the hell do I do? Oh! I got it. Right, watch. Portal there. Right, that's there. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Oh my gosh. I'm amazing. Is that... He knows. Thank God. I forgot that we had portals in this game. I don't like when puzzles have a lot of elements. I agree. There is a video, a really good video, by Damien something. I don't know what his name... Sorry. Demon Arisen? I'm sorry, gang, if I don't know his name particularly well. But Demon Arisen made this really good video. And it's like, you need, like, 1 big or 2 big things and then a couple other smaller things to, like, balance it, I guess, or something. I don't know, I don't remember. But essentially it was, like, a couple smaller things. But your big thing that you have to keep in mind when making a Portal mod is you cannot make a... You cannot make a... This destroys the first one, okay. You cannot make a mod where there's, like, in one test chamber, like, 50 different elements. That's just not how it works. Wait, I need the core back. Demon Arisen Yes, they do. I love them. You forgot there was portals? Yeah, in a game called Portal, I forgot that there was portals. Because I'm just like, yeah. I don't want to... I don't need to explain how I was an idiot there. I think that's pretty obvious that I was. Okay. So we need like a fourth one. This reverts the thing, right? Crash the streams. Ooh, what movie's that, gang? I don't know. I need to stop saying gang. It's starting to piss me off. Okay. By the way, since we have a weighted storage cube right here, I can actually talk about what I'm thinking about Ferguson. So you see this little ring, right? Around the thing. Actually, why don't I have the crosshair? I've just realized I don't. Wait a damn minute. Do I have a developer console? Right, I do have developer console. Right. Okay, I did not realize I had developer console. What is the one so then I can get the UI back? Wait a sec, let me search it up real quick. How to get UI back. Portal 2 cheats. I've forgotten what it is. The console command should be crosshair 1. Great, thank you. Oh, it should be draw HUD, I think. That's the one that I... because I was trying to get photos for the thumbnail. Probably at some kind of gargle, I would imagine. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Do I... Actually, I should put in SV cheats, shouldn't I? And then it's SV underscore cheats 0. Correct? And I didn't get my... The crosshair's still not there. Okay, wait a sec. Have I done the opposite way around? I just came to the stream and I want to know what's just happened so far. Basically, I've just been talking about Portal Core Access, what I change upon previous Portal mods, and obviously this chamber, which involves cores and puzzles. And we done a little bit of math, like 4 questions. We gave up, and now we're doing Portal games. That's basically what's happened. That's why Portal Epic Edition is the best mod. I am so determined to beat that game. I'm not gonna lie. I am so determined to beat that game. I have been whittling that game away since it came out. Actually, I don't know whether I've been doing it since it came out. Hey! Okay. Yeah, okay, thank you. But I've been whittling it away, and let's just say I'm kind of cooking now. I like it. I like the lemon bombs. Yeah, right. But, okay. Anyway, about Ferguson, right? You see this little ring, right? Essentially, the way that you'll be able to tell Ferguson from the other ones is this, I don't know, this, like, thing will not be illuminated. It will be grey, right? It will essentially be, like, off LEDs. They'll be grey. And then when he talks, it sort of, like, comes up here, like, when he's talking. Well, that was a voice crack. When he's talking, it will be like blah blah blah. It will move up and down depending on how loud it is. I don't know if any of you use OBS. I'm imagining a lot of you probably do. You know how like the bars come up depending on what what you're saying. Yeah, he does. He's gonna do the same thing. And let's say he's screaming, then it'll all be at the top. And that's how you'll identify who Ferguson is compared to the rest. He will also have like one of these. Where's one of the cores? You see how they have like one of these like little bits at the end where it's like a little hole in the back, so then they can be plugged into things. Ferguson's back, like let's assume that was Ferguson's front. Ferguson's back will not have this LED panel, and there'll be a little back thing here. So kind of like Alexa, basically. Yeah, essentially. I beat every. Bro, if you're playing Portal Forbidden Testing Tracks, I tried that. I think last stream I tried it. I actually lost my goddamn mind. It blew. It's one of those. It's just one of those mods. It's the Portal mod of all time, you know? You know when it's like, I can't explain it in words. It's such a weird experience. What the hell am I supposed to do? There are no... I think I could do this, right? No, I can't. Scratch that. Right. So, if these are both open, but they'll close if the buttons aren't on there, I need to get... Oh, what does this say? Yeah, okay, that just inverted. It's just telling. It's just telling me stuff. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It says it loops around to being extremely funny. Exactly. It's one of those. I don't know if you watched the previous stream, but I crashed out so hard to that game. We might have to boot it up again. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Does anyone have any ideas on how? We need to get one cube there and one cube up there. But I have to be able to essentially get here. Right? I need to be able to get here. This closes behind me. This opens in front of me. And this door is open. I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. How are you going to make a remake of Forbidden Testing Tracks? Like, I don't want to be that guy, but like, how are you going to make that game good? I mean, it's one of those games. Also, can I just say, I really dislike certain portal chambers because you can't do the ceiling thing that they used to be able. Like most of the starter ones, you could just. I don't trust Q15 to try another remake. Put a core on the button, don't work. Get off. Eh. Bosh. Nothing. They don't work on the floor buttons. Maybe I have to press it down and then place them on it. Like a paperweight? No. Maybe he'll improve. Question mark. Last time he tried to make a remake, he had like 20 mappers from the community and he fumbled the entire project by not helping at all and just posting memes the entire time. I'm kind of confused though, right? Like, that's exactly what I don't want to do. Like, I don't want to be that guy where essentially I'm like everyone else is slaving away at my mod, and I'm just kind of like writing, being like, yippee, I love writing. You know, like, oh yay, I can't believe Nova's now said this. And trust me, I am going to be making probably like I feel like I need to make like an ethos book because I have like in my head I have rules on how a Portal mod should be written. Like, there is a type of humor, and a lot of people who try and replicate the humor of Portal really fumble. And I think that's because of really specific reasons. So, if I was to write the mod, I feel like there are certain things I need to avoid and certain things I need to withheld. As in, like, certain things that I need to, like, write about in order for other people to be able to write better mods. Because I feel like writing is the writing of my mod, no matter how it's going to be chalked, is going to be I feel like is going to be a positive, because I've thought a lot about these characters. They are not, by any stretch of the imagination, 2D in any way. And I think they have a specific thing. Bro, hello, I commented on your latest video asking you how... Oh, cool. People don't understand Portal humor, they just copy the jokes one-to-one. Exactly. There is an element... right. The biggest thing I always notice about Portal mods is they always do the thing where it's like, sometimes going through the portals will lead to your lead your femur bone to disintegrate in front of you. It's kind of like, that's not funny. I don't find that funny. It's not like the coffee joke, right? Where they're like, oh, by the way, we've sent you some coffee, and if you think slightly too hard, your brain's gonna explode. That is funny. When Cave Johnson says that, specifically the delivery of the line, it's funny. Because J.K. Simmons is saying it. And, you know, I don't know if any of you have watched Whiplash, but I can't... let's just say, I can't think of Portal. I'm so bored of this. We're quitting this one. Let's open Portal Core. No. Oh my god. No, I didn't mean to do that. But
just a heads up that the cloud's still waiting.
I don't want to do that one. But a lot of it is like they're trying very hard to make a Portal mod like too funny. I can't explain it in words. There is nothing funny about talking about how something, especially something that's already been established, can potentially do this. Like, there is, like, the fact is every single time someone says that in a game, I think that it's essential, my brain always goes to, that's never going to happen. Like, there's not an actual chance that my femur bone suddenly emancipates inside of an emancipation grill or whatever. You can play the maps I sent now? Yeah, sure. Let me find you on Discord. Like, there are no... Do you know this person? Sure. Yeah. There are no... Right. Here they are. Oh, that was... I've accidentally downloaded one twice. I'm not gonna lie. Someone... I don't actually remember how to install mods like this. But there we go. This is a secondary account, but really I can help you working with some maps. Maybe. But they do this thing where it's like, oh, blah blah blah. The only time that it seems appropriate with the Portal mods is when in the first Portal game, and I think this is where most of it comes from, is they mention how the emancipation grills can sometimes emancipates the sound in your I don't think I can replace it with Sterling. I would need 2 PNGs of Sterling, which I don't think I do. So I'm sorry. Right. First of all, okay. Now I need to remember how I put these into Portal. I've forgotten how I do that. How do I do that? But I just don't think it lands. Another thing is also, and I think this sounds really silly, some of the Portal mods are too polite. Like, usually Portal mods are super crass. The actual Portal game is super crass. It has some very on-edge humor. Like, there's no swearing, there's no things, but it makes fun of adopted people. It makes fun of, one of them being a moron and an incompetent fool. Like, there's literally a bit where Wheatley tells you to kill yourself, and you're telling me that game, like, is on the same humor level as you were once my not lawnmower, what's it called, Hoover. Like, that's not even the same. That's not the same plane. Like, that's not the same funniness, right? One of them is going, you're worthless, you should kill yourself. And the other one is like, is like, haha. Okay, question with your mod. Would you put Gladys on your mod? No, because I don't have Ellen on my thing. So she will not be in it. It will be between Portal 1 and Portal 2. I feel like the only way that you could do anything about Aperture Science post Portal 2 or before Portal 1 is if you had, is it Ellen? I'm pretty sure her name is Ellen, right? Ellen McLean. There we go. Ellen McLean. The only way I would have GLaDOS in my game is if Ellen McLean was to voice act, which I don't think she will. The main reason as to why is because I think GLaDOS is such an integral character, particularly to Portal 1 and Portal 2. You can't really... She is the overseer of the entire facility. Like, she owns the whole place. She, like, owns it, basically, and she can see everything. Vote changer. Or does that leave you open for lawsuits? Voice changer. That's not a good idea. I'm not going to do that. That's a really bad idea. I'm not going to do that. Right. I just need to remind myself. How the hell do I get these VMF files into Portal? I've forgotten how. Again, this is where I need to learn everything again. Bing dig ding dig ding dig ding dig ding dig ding dig ding 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 dig ding dig ding dig. Making sure you're not a bot. I'm not a bot. Don't worry. Just make a uni game and drop a mod that turns into Portal 3. Well, that's kind of also where the mod idea comes from. To take a VMF into Portal, you need to run a map and compile. Right. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. I remember now. I'm sorry. I've just gotten an image. That I think is very important and I need to share with you. I can't believe this has just happened. Holy sh... I don't want to say it again. I've already used my I've already used my one word S word today. Oh, wow. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Thank you to whoever just made that. Thank you. That is a beautiful thing that we will put in the top. I'll make Sterling slightly smaller for the people at the back, you know. Boom. So try to do a GLaDOS impersonation. Just make it sound like a ripoff. That would really kill the point of the vibe. I would want this to be a very professional yet silly project. I hate the idea of... I love taking the mick out of Portal. I love taking the mick out of Portal mods, and I will totally be doing that throughout the whole thing. I will be mentioning things like Aegis and stuff for the love of the game, you know. But I won't be placing, for example, I won't be like, oh, here's GLaDOS, and then GLaDOS is like some like fake ass like random voice AI. That doesn't sound like GLaDOS at all. This is still deeply rooted in Portal. It will be very... I think we'll have I would much rather have a smaller mod with the production quality of Portal Revolution than to have a Portal mod that's bigger, yet also is crap. And I think that is the truth, I guess. I really would like Portal... I would like to make my Portal mod just so much better than what I think that it's capable... Like, I feel like a lot of people have a bar. I want to raise the bar. Raising the bar? Do you get it? I just thought of that. I retract my statement. Fair enough. Oh my god. Sorry. That's just... You need to run the map and compile the VMF into BSP. Right. Let me figure out how to do that. This is where you're going to learn. I have not touched Source in so long. I think I can find out. Can't I find out when I last, like, when I last did something in Source? Bing, ding, 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 ding. Source SDK. No, I need the Portal 2 authoring kit. There's Portal Revolution. No Portal 2. Portal. It should be here, shouldn't it? Ding 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 ding. Oh no, I just put it in my Portal folder. Right, okay, I'm just a moron. I have 51 hours in this Hammer World editor. Here we go. Let's boot up the baby. I think a lot of you might be familiar to this. C program files, Steam maps, hello again. Hello. Hated when Forbidden Testing Tracks had AI. Yes. You are speaking my language. I hate it. It is one of my least favorite things. I know there's a lot of things to hate about Portal Forbidden, whatever it's called. I hate the fact that they have flippin' Cave Johnson as like some flippin' oh my god, it actually makes me so mad. Why do we have him as AI? Just don't have him in the mod. Just don't have him, right? I know that it's impossible to get J.K. Simmons. You are more likely to get Ellen McLean to come back than J.K. Simmons, because J.K. Simmons probably only did it for the money. Same with Stephen Merchant. But then just come up with your own ideas. Sorry, you have how many hours in Hammer? What? Okay, I just wanna put this in perspective, right? My entire playtime on Steam is half of what you have in Hammer. Are you aware of that? Actually add an anti-AI? No, because otherwise it's just gonna be like a collage of random ass pictures. We need to keep the place clean so people can see what I'm doing. Let me add in. Some of you can help me now. Where is it? Does it count as a game? I don't know. See, this is where today is a good day because I get to go through and find out what things I'm going to be needing more than often. Because I don't know if I obviously haven't told anyone about this. Hammer, there we are. Bosh. Boosh. Nope, that's the wrong thing. What is above that? Stirred. Has it just not shown up? Hammer. File. Should we go through some of my old? Wait, actually, this would be a funny idea. Wait, we should go through and have a look at all of the things that I made. Trust me, there's barely anything. Just want to stress, by the way, have not used this application in a hot minute. But here we go. Why does it look that funky? What the hell is going on? Okay, I don't know why it looks like that. Hopefully. Let me make this bigger. For all of you people. Right. This, I remember this. Right? This was my first proper attempt at a mod, right? This was going to be a mod which essentially I realized was actually way tougher than I thought it would be. It's essentially meant to be a house in like a fake. This was actually inspired by Portal Divinity. In case the nuclear war shield is still here. Yeah, 3 years later. But that's what it takes to make a mod, bro. Yeah, and I'm willing to put in the hours. I'm not gonna lie. I want to learn how to mod, man. I want to do it. I really want to do it. It's just like I got scared because I feel like I could spend hours in DaVinci. Like I feel like I have like a very big amount of hours in DaVinci because I spent so long on it. But here we go. Okay, essentially the idea, and this is where I realized, it was essentially going to be a caring game where you're gonna have something like a shower, like a bed, something like that, and then you'd have a companion cube, and the companion cube, you know, like the ring around the companion cube, again, what inspired Ferguson eventually, is what inspired Ferguson eventually was is the ring would change color, and the game would teach you, like, okay, so purple means he needs to go to bed, and so you put him on the bed, and then you'd have to wait a certain second until he needs something else, and then you'd have to basically rush around, and basically as the game goes on, it gets faster and faster and faster and faster, so it gets worse and worse and worse. For every single time that the color changes and you haven't done the thing that it's asked you to do, you then lose a point. For every single time that you've done the thing and you do it in time, then you keep a point. Basically, it would start off as like 1, do this thing. 2, do the thing. By the end, it's like eventually the game would just be like ends, right? I would imagine like the core just keeps on changing and then it blows up. Thus, it ends, and then you get ranked as just you've done shockingly bad. And I would also like to put a scoring system somewhere just so that people know how good they actually did. Even if it's like in the negatives or something. Now, the reason why this was never made. This is gonna sound really petty. First of all, couldn't figure out how to get the companion cube obviously to change color and how to do the specific things. I felt like I could definitely do that now. Again, I think. Another thing that also really annoyed me was the texture for the house. This is from Half-Life, I'm pretty sure. The little, like, I don't know what these are called, like the little things that are on the floor. This one doesn't jut out, and I was really worried. Like, I couldn't figure out how to do it. I know that sounds really silly, because I feel like I would definitely be able to do it now, again, with a bit of work. But I feel like that was a true thing that I could not get around. And yeah, it was a very good idea. Just I could not execute it when I only knew something like Python. I did computer science for my in the UK we obviously have our big, you know, like the big test that you take. You don't take it at 18 in the UK. I mean, you do take another one at 18, but you take one really big one at 16 and another really big one at 18. And one of the really big ones, what I did, and I had to learn Python for it. And then I started learning, and then I learned a bit of C#, literally just so I could like add numbers and things. So nothing like crazy that would allow me to make a game. But you know, I have like a very, very small amount of tools in my belt. So basically, I have a load of tools. Like I could, if someone was like, oh, add 1 + 1 in C#, I could do that, right? If someone was like, oh, make a character move and give them like jumping and gravity and whatever, hell nah. I could never do that in a million years. Could never do it in a million years. But yeah, there is the first one. Let me just quickly read comments about that, if you have any. Holy hammer, nice. Why is the door hella realistic? It was meant to be like really, 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 really like it was meant to be really, like, it was meant to be a very realistic house. Like, the idea, I think, again, this came from Portal Divinity, where you start in a house, but you start in, like, this really realistic-looking house. Like, an incredibly realistic house. I think, actually, right, I do remember, I remember, right? Portal Divinity, right? I remember where the thought process came now. Essentially, I went, why the hell does Aperture have these houses, right? Like, why are they just in Aperture, right? Because we know that they have these suspension things. Why do they need houses in the middle of Aperture? And I know, obviously, it's a different place in Aperture, right? It's Aperture East or whatever it's called. I've forgotten. I'm so sorry. But he is... But, like, I was thinking, like, okay, in any Aperture, it doesn't really matter. Where would, you know... Well, Aperture have these houses. And I was thinking it would be quite good to have those houses as, like, tests. Like, test chambers, but they're specifically specialized. And I was thinking, okay, well, why would you need people inside of a thing? The answer was, you know, this. Wait a sec. If I get rid of everything, do you think Do you think it would be easier if I just place that here? So then you guys can actually view it without looking in the top corner. But yeah, no, so that was very fun. What else? Holy Hammer, yeah. You could always ask Portal Maps and modding, and people can answer your questions. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this was a lot. I think it's pretty obvious. This was a long time ago, and I would really like another crack at it. And yeah, I thought that was very fun. But I don't think I was part of Portal Maps and modding at the time. And I was a bit of a wimp because I didn't want to like text on there. I was like, I don't want to say I'm a nobody. That's a bit weird. But I was like, I'm just coming and be like, I don't know. I don't want to like come there and be like, hi guys, I would really like some help. Like I don't know. That just made me feel really icky. So I didn't. And then I gave up. And well, yeah. Actually, the reason the mod gives is you're not a test subject in Divinity, you're an employee. That's employee housing. Oh, I never knew that. That's crazy. I might have to replay Divinity at some point, actually. I did enjoy Divinity a lot. At least Chapter 1. And then I remember at the end of Chapter 1, I got chucked into a room and there was like, just like really, really loud music playing and there was like a talk about pineapples or something. I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know where that comes from. But yeah. I remember that quite well. And I remember staying there for like a good 30 minutes and it just didn't end. It just kept on going. I think I sat until the very end. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Unless the Portal Hammer website hasn't been very well updated in a very long time. And so it's just a bit eclectic and a bit crazy. I wish there was better organization. And that's actually something that I do think. There needs to be better organization on that damn website. Sorry, let's get the angry head on. Oh my god. The amount of times that I have, done things. And I'm like, oh, I need to search it up. And then I search it up and it just doesn't work. Because it's like old. Or it's outdated. Or it's like actually this only works for this specific game. And has nothing to do with what you searched up in the first place on the Google search bar. What? There needs to be better. I don't know whether that's like officially hosted by Valve. I don't think it is. But like, please, can someone fix that? Thank you. Right? I'm pretty sure the creating a Portal 2 mod article was completely removed. How is anyone supposed to be making... I feel like that is... we need... Like, that was another issue. I felt like there's no entryway into the Portal modding scene as there is, like... There's no, like, forum, really. There's, like, some random Steam forum that I followed, and that's how I got Portal Core Access and... Portal, and as I called this one, Cube Carer, onto the what's it called. But I don't know. It just, I need that fixed. I think we should start playing the maps. Yeah, after I showed you all of my really shit things. Very better, though. I don't know what you mean. Oh, better than Tamagotchis? Fair enough. That's the credits. Yeah, I remember that. That's probably the most... That sounds awful. The most memorable part of the mod for me. Other than the Pink Emancipation Girls, I liked them. But I thought that was... the more that you're talking about how much, like, oh, how happy I'm going to be, the more I'm the more worried I actually am. The Valve Developer Weekly is an official wiki created by Valve that is updated by the community and has information on Hammer. I remember so well, I was trying to make the Portal Core Access mod. It's just that then I had, like, the mod folder and whatever. And I went to search up the article on creating a Portal 2 mod, and I literally searched, and it came up. And I remember going, oh yeah, I've used this before. I click the link, and it goes, there is no information on this tab. The hell you mean there's no information on this tab? Right, I'm done. I'm not going to crash out anymore about it. Ed is mad, but when he sees what I've sent him, he'll be happy. Okay, fine. But that's the way Valve wants it. Yeah, so you just... Yeah. I think that's just merely... That's also partly a skill issue. Let's be dead ass, though. Right. Open. Here we go. Let's find another... Oh my god, I have so many things. What the hell? Cube test. What is this? Oh! I remember this. This was for... No, I don't remember this. I don't know what this is. What the hell is this? This looks ugly. What is this? Okay, let's just move on. First attempt at an actual level. Yes. Okay. So this was my first attempt at making like environmental stuff. Wait. Let me see if I can actually run it. Ding 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 ding. Oh no. Don't worry. No. It messed up because the game was already running. Wait a sec. What is it? F5 to run? I think it was. F9. Okay. Right. This was probably the only thing I was like properly proud of during my time. I made this and I was proper chuffed. It was meant to be essentially. I saw a thing. And it was like a time lapse of one of the Desolation members making a thing, like making a tunnel type thing, and I was like, I should have a go, not necessarily at like making that exact thing, but like making something very like having a go at making that look cool. I guess you know. Can I? Yeah. And that ended up being very cool. So I'm going to do it. Add a command for counting the times you got angry. Yeah, I should actually. I get angry quite a lot. Hold on, can I send you a good guide for setting up a mod? Yes, please, please. I will actually do anything. I will actually. Sorry, please send me something that is about setting up mods. I would love just a comprehensive guide on how to make these flipping things. Holy VMF. For later streams, you should. Why is it not loaded yet? Oh, there it is. And there it is. This was my very first... Oh, I don't know if you can see this. This was my very first attempt at making a Portal environment. I think I am chuffed. Like, I don't want to... don't get me wrong. I don't think it's good. There are so many issues with it, like this. And so many imperfections, again. Particularly because this is a... what's it called? I think this is where it repeats. This is like there's like a portal thing here, or I've just copy and pasted it and it didn't work. But let's ignore the seam lines where I've obviously Frankenstein this all together, and just consider like it as this was my first ever thing. I don't think this was that bad. I thought this was quite good. I was chuffed with this at the time, and I thought it was quite good. I got the lighting quite cool. What I would change for next, it needs moodier lighting. I think it's too light right now. It looks too happy, and you're meant to be underground. This is meant to be This is meant to be really dingy and horrible. So I think I might have to change that. But yeah, it wasn't actually that bad. The map is just a big. I can see it now. Yeah, very dirty. This is decent. Yeah. Thank you. This is what I made. This was heavily inspired by a video that I saw, and it was of someone making this. So like the pillars and things are very similar to what's his name? I saw someone else do it. Wait a sec. This is not a good look. Oh, I will accept. I do know War the Nuclear Shill. This is my popular mod file setup article. Thank you. Let me find who it was on the Portal Desolation Discord. This guy. Is it a guy? I don't know if it is a guy. I feel bad if it's not. Wait a sec. They don't have pronouns. Okay. Evelyn Carney. I'm sorry. If I just butchered their name. But this is like they made a video on their YouTube channel about how to make Portal things, and about a time lapse, and theirs is so much better than my one. But I don't know, I enjoyed making this, and I was very happy with how it turned out, and I think it is representative of what I believe my map skills were. If I could change anything, there's too many wires along this thing. There needs to be less wires, and they also need to be like, I don't know whether those are wires, but they need to be like, they need to stop coming out of random ass pipes and actually coming out of where wires are. That's all. Um, so yeah, no, it was actually not that bad. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was fun. Let me bring back Portal 2 authoring tools. Or quit Portal 2. How many maps do you have? Like, I don't have that many. It's not that many. Trust. Right. Pull up hammer. Right, so that was the thing. Right, and then open. There's one more that I would like to have a look at. Here it is, I think. Guys, should we check out the one which says Top Hat Waffles, which was 2024, June, or Top Hat Waffle tutorial, where is that? Sorry, I literally just saw it. Oh well, we'll just go with Top Hat Waffles tutorials. Hey! Right. I don't know if you can see this. I'll make sure you can. This was me copying the Top Hat Waffles tutorials. Evelyn Incarnate is a girl. Great. Sorry. Massively just misgendered live on stream. That is very embarrassing. Let's ignore that. Sorry. I should have figured that out, actually. Isn't Evelyn a girl's name? Oh my god, that's so stupid. I'm so sorry. Top Hat Waffle tutorial. Yeah, so I feel like anyone who's done his tutorials will notice like this is a very similar thing. This was my house. My house. Here it is. Let's just go into it very quickly. Have a little look around. I remember I really messed up the skybox for no reason. I don't actually remember what happened to it. I must say, the beginning of a Valve game is so good. Like the music, you just know it's going to be fantastic. Right, here it is. Let me just quickly get that out of here. Here is my portal thing. You have this tiny door, which was too small. You got my light. This is like obviously my cone light here. This was actually, I really liked this light. This light was pretty cool. If I could change it, I'd move it slightly further up because right now it kind of looks like it's coming out the bulb in a really weird way. This is my bar light, just so then it was just a regular light. I don't think you could actually close this door anymore. You have this thing, obviously meant to be one of those doors. Then you have the skybox, which is just nothing. You have one of the singing turrets, the ones that go like do 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 do. You have a computer here, which you can pick up and like yeah. Oh wait, no, wait. Yeah, you know. You have a button here, and a door that comes up like that. Come in and you have a spotlight on this bad boy, doing a jig. And also, you can't get out, so you're just stuck in here. That's it. I know, I'm taking big steps in the creation world, but that is just what it's like. What am I going to do? Okay, let's play your maps. That's all I want to do. That's all I wanted to show because I just wanted to show how I was absolutely ass. Let's do Sparking Gun first. Let's just run that and play that. Why can't I? Wait. Why can't you create? Can't create log file. The hell you mean? Oh, right. Because I'm a flipping moron and I haven't moved them from my downloads. Right. Ding 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 ding, ding 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 ding. I've forgotten where where do I put these? Wait, I've forgotten what to do. I'm actually genuinely stupid. I think I have to go to my Steam library, right? Steam apps. Common. Portal. Planet Coaster. Portal. No. No. Okay. Workshop. No. For God's sake, I forgot. Does anyone remember? I wanted to show you how my so you could hire me through mod. Hello again. Hi. God, for flippity jippity sake. I need to put these inside of the thing again. Like, that's for Skyrim modding. That has nothing to do with Portal. I'm not gonna lie. I've forgotten where I put. I've forgotten where you put hammer mods. I don't remember. You don't put it in Portal 2, right? Ah, thank you. Steam apps, common, Portal 2. Oh, so what I flipping did. Okay. Actually, this is gonna sound really weird. I split my Steam library in two, so that's in two different drives. Some people call that idiocy, and I agree. It was very stupid of me. Where the hell is it? Right. I can't find the flipping thing. Oh my god, I can't find it. I don't have enough time to completely tell you about but I can help you consulting and learning Hammer. Yes, please. If you obviously I know you're a very busy man, but lady, I don't actually know. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm assuming you're a man. Sorry. This again. Oh my god, I'm really bad. I need to. Actually, why am I checking people's pronouns? They never have their pronouns in the actual thing. Oh my god, I'm actually such a moron. Wait, let me go back to here. Click open just so I can see where it is. Hasn't flipping helped me. Okay. View. Can you not show me in file location? There's no show file location. How is there no show file location? I am man, yeah. Okay, good. Maybe don't split it. My pronouns are just yeah, no, well, my pronouns on Discord I'm pretty sure are he, Michael Jackson or something. Michael Jackson, he. So And then I put in brackets because I was like, oh, well, I don't want people to be like, what does that mean? So I had to change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, oh yeah. I'm asking him to change his ways. Run BSP. I don't know. Wait. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. I'm gonna be dead ass. I think I might need to check my C files because I think that's where Portal 2 is actually placed. Because I split Portal 2 away from. I don't remember. This is where the flip is Steam? Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Steam. Portal 2. There we go. Yay. There it is. SDK maps. Great. Found it. Right, now let's just quickly go get some downloads. Take the downloads and put them in there. Bosh, move to maps. Done. Right, now we can run this and it won't be awkward. Open. Sesame. Sorry this is taking so long. I'm just an absolute moron. Oh, crap. Games. No, that's... why? What am I doing? Oh my god. I need to actually, like, lock in. This is where people, like, realize, like, I'm actually flipping useless. So, we'll place, you know, things. Come on. Where is it? Let's do the jump gun, because that's the only one I can find right now. I swear to God, if I have another issue, I'm actually going to crash out. Yay! It hasn't faked on me. It's a good thing it doesn't have one of those errors where it's like, you know, like one of those errors where you have to like now use a light map. I don't know what is it called. I like having my pronouns set to a joke. Yes. Yeah. Right. Because kings are guys. Right. I'm a moron. Right, here we go. Let's hope that your thing works. This will be very... oh, good movie start with a black screen. Yeah, it didn't actually do anything. Hello? Can this please work? Thank you. Right, after it says powered by source, what happens? Right, there we go. Now it's working. Wasn't working before. Right, let me just quickly... Oh, no, you can already see. Great. What the hell? Is that a flippin' sniper rifle? What the hell? Do I not get this? Oh, why is it over there? How am I... Oh! So what? It like... I fly. Hey, what if I swap it out for this gun? The portal gun. Can I not? Am I just stuck with this gun? Forever. This is a cool idea. And then, etc. Okay. Okay. I rate. I don't like how it's in the other hand, though. I had to get a pair of scissors to eat the soup because I have cabbage and spingers. cabbage and spinach. That's too big. Okay, the other thing. The other map. Okay, so the idea of the new portal gun is an interesting idea. The sparking gun, here we go. This is the one I was trying to run before, but wouldn't run. Because of course not. Why would anything? Okay, I'm stupid. You know what I keep on seeing on like TikTok and things? Is that flipping like thing that's like dancing on the beach of the Copacabana, and it sounds awful, and then it will just cut to Copacabana, which is, by the way, a banger. I don't know why I'm talking about that. I'm trying to fill time, but it's very. Oh, what? It's like half a portal gun. Whoa. Okay. So it's like something that would move an electrical charge. Huh. Okay. Fair enough. It's in the other hand because later you get hold of the portal gun with the new gun. Right. Wait, why do I have... What is this? Test chamber for Portal Destiny. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god. What? Can you see this? No, you can't. Sorry, I just had... Oh! Oh my god! No way! Oh my god! No way! Right? This? Oh my goodness! I can't believe it. Wait a sec. Let me run this map. I don't know if any of you know this, right? Right, but you guys get secret info. This Portal Core Access was originally called Portal Destiny because it sounded good at the time and we didn't have an actual name. And this was before the idea of cores. We wanted a good core or good cores, but there was no like, oh, they're going to be in the puzzles or whatever. This I eventually released on the workshop. I think it's called, it's not called Fidem, it's called like laser something. But I put it in Hammer, and I remember talking to someone, and they went, yeah, taking your workshop maps and putting them into Hammer is like the worst thing you could possibly do. But here is my original, this was my first ever attempt at a map. This is a terrible map because it uses the workshop editor, and for some reason it didn't line up properly. I wanted to do all of these things, but they just didn't work. So essentially you jump in here. Oh, you jump over, sorry. And you come over here and you see, okay, so we need a thing here. We need something to get a laser here. There's a laser there, and there's a button here. So you go over and press the button. You can then press this, and you can go back through. Right? This is like, I didn't even have Hammer when I made this. This is just an import of it. Then, what you had to do was you had to jump and go, huh. Oh no, that was I messed up. Oh no, I didn't mess up. Then you bring it over to wherever you want, really. And you have this. So you then place it like this way, for example. Whoosh. Right? And it can come through like that. Right? Then, once it was there, all you needed was a way for the... Wait, I shouldn't have done that. Oh no, I'm dead. Again, not particularly a great map. Need to stress this. Okay, so I jump over. I actually don't remember how I solved this. All I remember was it was solvable. Through there, down. Yes, I do remember. Then you placed it. No. Then you place it like this. So it will come out like that. You jump over. It would hit the thing. And you'd be able to get through. It was so simple. And so trivial. But that was my first ever one. That was my first ever Portal map. Oh no, bro. Did you like my sunglasses shake? Snake. What? It's... yeah. Yeah, so that's an interesting thing that I made. I was chuffed with it at the time because it was my first ever attempt at making a portal chamber. And there was a lot of things which was essentially like that basically, like, for example, the reason why the light bridge is there, it wouldn't be there if I made the mod. It was just that no matter what I did, because of the grid snapping system of the actual like portal editor, if you placed it directly on the wall, it would miss the laser thing. But if you moved it like one out, then it would still miss the laser thing. So I had to put the bridge there in order to align the block, essentially. But it's so trivial. It's like the easiest thing in the world. But then again, I also messed it up just now. So let's not talk about that. Let's go to something different. Right, there was one which you actually wanted me to look at, which was... Right, chapter 2, here we go. This is a remake of... I'm assuming I'm assuming this is a remake to Portal... Not Forbidden... Forbidden Testing Tracks. Goodness me. It's a very, I mean, isn't it crazy that they now have Source 2? Like... Sorry, this sounds really stupid because obviously, like, Source is really old. But, like, the fact that we're still using Source shows quite a lot about the engine. No! 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know if any of you know this. When I originally look at my previous stream I was playing through, I got to this level and had a full-on crash out at this room. Because of how stupid it is. First of all, can I just say, the detailing's quite nice. I will give it that. I hate this actual chamber. I was meant to. Oh my god. Okay, wow. Okay, I remember this. I know the memo. I want it to be like that. No? Okay. That's gonna be too wide. Damn it. Even more. See, this is why I don't like it though. It's not like It's just like you just have. This is why I don't like this chamber. Like the actual, like not like necessarily what, like the actual look, like the look of the chamber. The look of the chamber is much better than what it is in the original. But there we go. Yippee. The actual original like look of the chamber. Sorry, the look of the chamber is rubbish. But yeah, I don't understand why the catcher wasn't just aligned to the funnel so you could keep the cube at 90 degrees. Yeah. Never understood it. There's an arrow on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, no, Forbidden Testing Tracks gameplay got to be the most vile shit ever. Yeah. Yeah. Bill, why do you have to just keep on doing that thing over and over and over again until you just perfectly align it with the catcher? I don't get it. Why? Why does it have to be at a certain angle? That's just so stupid to me. That's not puzzle solving. That's just literal. I need to know who made Portal Forbidden Testing Tracks and who like it, and was it a joke? Was it like a genuine? What was it like a genuine like? I can't. Sorry, my brain's breaking. I don't understand. Was it a joke? Is it bad because it's is it bad because it's bad? Like as in like it was meant to be bad, or is it bad because it genuinely is rubbish? G15. What does that mean? Well, he made it. Right, you said something about escape, so I'm now gonna have a look for that. Ding 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 ding. Escape. There we go. Oh, is it this map with the flipping paint gun? It was not satire. Right. Okay. I don't really know. I don't really know how to follow that up. I'm not gonna lie. I remade the paint gun. Test run chamber to make it easier. Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I'm pretty sure. If it will actually flipping load. No, I think this was the point where I officially rage quit and stopped playing. This is where I got in Portal Forbidden Testing Tracks. I was going through a gameplay tutorial because I didn't know how to do any of it. Because, like, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, this is the paint gun. Right. Activate. Oh, yes, I remember this. Yep, we're already further than where I was originally. Where am I supposed to go? Oh my god. Okay, no, I burned. Oh my god. Eh. I like how there's no music. I mean, actually, what am I expecting there? Oh my god. Oh, I'm saved. What? Are you seeing this? Can you see this? Sorry, I'm just making sure that you guys can see this. Right. Yes. Right, I agree. Keep in mind, the start I reused from Aperture Tag. Fair enough. Hey Ed, have you ever played Superliminal? No. I do actually want to play that though. I like my Portal gameplays to be hard because I have to think. Not yes, and this is precisely what I think the issue is with other games, and I think that this is the issue with Portal Forbidden Testing Tracks mainly because it kind of destroys the ethos of. Oh my god. At least there's no flipping timer this time. Like, in the original mod, there is a timer, and it really annoys me. Oh! Ah! No, okay. There's the... What? Okay. Here we go. I missed. Okay. At least there's no timer where it's like filling up with toxic fuel or whatever this time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it makes... Oh my god. Don't get me wrong. I think it makes sense for the situation, but like, I really hate that fact. Oh my god, I literally just licked the flame. My toe, my pinky toe touched that flame. No! I was too much momentuming. Yeah, this is really hard still. I'm not gonna lie. I remember it in Portal Forbidden Testing Tracks, and it was genuinely like you had to like bounce off of the wall, like you had to bounce off of the wall and like bounce on top or something. It was actually ridiculous. This is still really hard though. Like, oh my god, I have too much momentum, and so I just go flying. Oh, wait. There's blue lights where you need to put blue, and orange where you need to put orange. I did not know this. This needs to be a little bit more shown, I guess. That's something that can be done. That was... Oh my god. Right, orange, 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 blue. Orange, orange, blue. Blue! Oh! No, okay. Blue. Orange, orange, orange. Go. That didn't work. Blue. And, oh my god, that was my fault that time. That wasn't even. This is bait. This is still really flipping hard. Blue. Jump. Just blue. No, okay. No. That was my fault. I remember buying Aperture Tag for like two quid. And I was still upset with what I got. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who made. That was actually my fault. I was actually just really bad. I don't think I can do this. I think I just have an insane skill issue. Come on! Yes! No! I don't think I'm cut out for this. And I think it's crashed on me. So... Right. Let me have a look at the shared file that Nuclear should have sent me. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I ever used this one. Oh! I can implement my own logo. I actually already have GIMP, so that's all good. Great. Thank you. I thought I was scuppered there. Right. Take it slow. There's no timer. Aperture Tag was made by Motenum. I think she did a pretty decent job, but being paid makes it a bit more controversial. I feel like Aperture Tag was fine. I just couldn't. I don't know. It was a bit funky. I thought the model of the gun, so good and very clean. As in like the gameplay with the gel gun, really good. It's actually quite good, but I think that the chambers are pretty good as well. I just don't particularly. I don't know. I felt like, I paid the same amount of money for that game as Portal 2. And I don't want to be that guy, but Portal 2 is kind of better. um, like I still bought it because I wanted to like support whoever made it, and it is a good game. But I could not get away from its. I don't know. And I've forgotten also the core in it was kind of He's kind of aight. I don't remember him as being particularly memorable. The cores I can instantly name, very much off the bat, is Virgil, because he's like kind of boring. But like he was the first ever core who wasn't Wheatley, and I like that he stays good the whole time and doesn't turn evil. Sterling, obviously. Amelia, because she's like the worst character ever written. Not as in like she's not the worst written character, but she's my least favorite. I hate her the most. And then you have the one guy from Portal Forbidden Testing Tracks, and he's kind of there. Try again and take your time. I mean, I'll do it in my spare time. Not right now. Not on stream. Why did they make it paid? What was up with that? Actually, I actually would like to know. What was the choice behind that? Because I think it is a very interesting like point. Yeah. Right. How? Right. So whenever I pull up Hammer, it comes up really funky. So let's actually try and fix it. Window capture. If I do Hammer. And then click Hammer. Hey! There you go. Now you can see it all. By the way, is it worth me investing in Portal Plus Plus, or whatever it's called? Because... Hi. I sent you a map with a new cube. Yeah. Okay. Is it worth me... I'm assuming War will know this if he's still here. Is Portal, like, the what's-a-majiggy, Hammer Plus Plus actually useful for Portal thingy? And how much would you recommend it to me as someone who is completely new? Or should I just stick with Hammer right now and figure out from there? Let me quickly fix, now that you've mentioned it. Why is it all yellow? What? Can someone tell me why it's all tinted yellow? You know what? Let me just... That's not what I wanted to do. Take this. No. Let's move the whole thing over there. It's still yellow. Why is it all yellow? It was all yellow. Can someone please just... That's true. The fees are gone because Valve negotiated. Yeah. Hammer Plus Plus is free and easy to get, so not quite. So, so I don't see why not. Because, yeah, because used. Ah, okay. It's yellow because of an instance. Okay. I don't. This is kind of what I mean. I'm kind of inexperienced in this area. I can actually find the original one. This is I made an extra world for this. Oosh. This is actually the original one. So basically I made this tiny little chunk and then I'm able to extend it however I want. So I don't know. So if I was to per se try and make this, let's say I wanted this hallway to be too long, right? Let's say I needed another bit, right? So I take all of this. I forgot how you do it. Wait a sec. Shh. Let's copy. Is that not? Oh, I forgot how you do all of this. It's yellow because it's an instance. That's what the model rendering instance. This was where I built it. So this is where the actual original thing is. If you, I won't run it because obviously there's obviously there's loads of gaps. But this is where I built the portion, right? And then I went into and then I went to and then I went here. Mind you, this was 2024, so please bear in mind I was a lot stupider then. And I came here and then I put them all together in here using instances, as you've rightly pointed out. How do I then fix this no clipping issue here? Is there a way for me to fix this during this, or did I have to copy the thing in the other world and then put them in? I have my model rendered before it turns into a yellow box. Right, so I need to change that. Right. Where do I find that? Model render. Options. Configure hammer, model render distance. Ah, yeah, it's at 400. Okay. I have a pretty beefy PC, so I'll be fine with this. Is that what I'm supposed to do? It didn't change it. Collapse the instances by going into the instance tab in the top settings. Then when the instances are collapsed... Oh. Right. Oh, you have 33,000 units. Okay, no, okay, I've messed up. I thought you meant 3,000. Right, let me just 3D views. It only goes up to 10,000. I must imagine that this feels pretty good to like watch, as like someone who uses Hammer all the time. Even if your PC is Hammer, it was yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Let's not talk about that. Yeah. My PC is nice. Collapse the instances by going to the instances tab in the top settings. Instancing, collapse, all. Correct? Oh! Yes, I do remember this. Okay. Yeah. Why are some of these purple? And these ones are white. Anyway. Sewing. Here we go. Oh, it's because I had everything selected. Right. This and this. I'm assuming I then need to go to that place where I used to... I don't remember. Camera, entity, block, toggle, apply decals, clipping vertex. Now you can select the displacements. By the way, I advise you to install Hammer++. I probably will then. It's the multi-texture block. Yeah, okay, this is what I've not used this in very long. Displacement. Ah, yes. So, right, got it. I just need to do that 2 more times, or however many times. I can actually just... Can I... Wait, if I do this, where, like, I just select everything that needs sewing, will it sew everything together, like, across the thing? Or will it just, like, sew everything together with what it's next to? We're about to find out. Oh! That is some clever, clever clogs. They obviously knew that I was coming. And I was coming to ruin their games. Right, and then... Right. Fantastic. Right, now if I run it... we shouldn't have an issue. Correct? Yeah. Hammer is not that complicated. It might look difficult, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. That's what I mean. I just need to, like, get it, right? It's the same with DaVinci, right? I feel like when a lot of people talk to me and go, like, and, like, a lot of people sometimes talk to me and go, like, Ed, how do you use DaVinci? Because DaVinci has this really annoying thing where it's, like, 2 different timelines. And for some reason, that really throws people off. And so it's always great fun to then be like, oh, this is how you do it. Unity editor I hate with a passion, and Unreal I just couldn't figure out. Fair enough. But like, I do think that it's crazy because I do just, like, in my family, I'm the guy who now edits all of the family videos because, like, no one else can, because I'm like and it just comes second nature. So I'm hoping if I ever start, which is becoming more and more likely, I will be having more experience in Hammer, and it will get very easy very quickly. Right, let's quickly have a look at this. Right, can you see this? Nope. How about now? Hello? Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Nope. Nope. Nope, that's you. Nope. Oh my god, I have so many things. Oh no, you can't actually view it? What the hell? Right, let me just put in a game capture then. So capture a specific window. Huh? No. Oh my god. God, I hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate humans. I learned Hammer by just making maps, participating in community contests, and working with other people in projects. Yeah, I'm just worried of, like, coming into other people's projects because it's, like, their projects, you know? And also, I'm not good. Can you see this? I don't know. Yay! We got last place because we were beginners at the time, but it was a useful experience. Huh. Wait. I still remember one of my first large map projects. I think it was Fortals contest. Yeah, I'm trying to make maps on Hammer now. I have no experience all the time. Fair enough. I feel like, again, it's like editing. It's one of those things which you actually have to, like, dedicate your life to. It's not just, like, something that you can do, like, off the cuff, just as fun. It's, like, something that you actually need to, like, spend a lot of time on. Once you know how it works, I imagine it then gets more, like, hobbyist kind of vibes. I can't explain it without using vibes, but you know what I mean. As in, the more you do it, the less complicated it becomes, the more fun it becomes, and the more you could just pick up and do, rather than, you know, having to, like, actually get in zone or whatever. Anyway, here it is. Yeah, it's all sewed up. That's all good. Yeah. Yay! I did like this map when I made it. The things I would change, moodier lighting. It doesn't look ominous enough, you know? Like, if I stand over here, it's too light. It's too bright. I need these, it's specifically these lights here. These ones. On the walls. They need to be darker. I think I can change that, though, can't I? I can. I don't know why I said can't I. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever said. Bam. Right. Right. I think it needs to be darker. Inputs, flags, group. Right, I now need to remember how to make them dimmer. Brightness. I don't think that's it, right? I got good at Hammer within the first few 100 hours. Most of over 3k was just from mapping for Divinity. Fair enough. I prefer to play games than to code them. You might need an entrance, lol. This is just a test thing, more or less. You got the last, yeah. I mean, I actually don't know how many. How can I see how many hours I have on DaVinci? How to see how many hours on DaVinci Resolve. I've got caps lock on. Okay. Oh, no, there is no way of me checking. Goodness me. I ran out of water. Right. What do I do? I remember it had something to do with this. Oh, is it this? No. This? Smart edit. Oh. Right. This is much different. Appearance, normal. Oh, that's like different things that it can do. Is it this? I think if I just... Does that count? If I just... I don't know why I haven't selected them all. Where is that? Boop, boop, boop. 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 That should be them all. Set them all to the same thing. Surely that fixes it, right? Let me just make sure I actually did fix it. Wait a sec. Ook. Yeah. Great. Hey Ed, have you done the extra co-op levels? No, I haven't. I know. I've seen them. I have no friends to do it with. All I know is there's a bird. He's pretty chill. And it just crashed. Oh, really? Oh, I might have to download Hammer Plus Plus. I'm not gonna lie. I might not know a single thing about Hammer, but I'm really good at downloading extra programs that I don't need. Why do you think I have this VideoTube thing? Actually, to be fair, VideoTube is probably the best thing I've ever probably downloaded. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very chuffed by the fact that I have that. Here we are. So. Oh no, I'm not gonna ask that. I was gonna ask if. I feel like I've changed nothing. Yeah, I don't think anything's changed. Maybe it's the colour. Maybe the colour's just too light. It just looks too happy. It looks too Aperture's working kind of vibes. Which Aperture never works. That's like kind of its whole point. It looks too happy. Let's go back to the Hammer editor. If I just make it like 0.1. I don't even know if what I'm doing is right. Could also be because of these spotlights are just way too big. Let me just run this again. And you should put the Valve intro into a soundboard. Probably I could find that. I have voice mod. I could probably do it. The brightness value on lights lets you pick a color. You could darken the color by changing the fourth value of the RGB values. Right. Okay. Wait. Okay. So, let's say I'm coming to these lights again. It's these brightness, and it's at 120. So if I change this to like 20, and then I obviously play it, that specific light will be closer there. That specific light will be tinier than everything else. Digga digga dong, digga 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 dong, digga 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 dong. Who doesn't like the Valve intro? That's such a satisfying intro. And it's gone. Didn't even work. Okay, well, let's just try it again. Try again, and eventually it will succeed. I'll have to go soon, anyways. We've been on stream for a long time. The Portal logo. Okay, there we go. Finally, something that will actually work. Right. So if what you've said is right, yeah, it is dimmer. Look at that. That's the type of dimness it needs. That's what it needs. That's the type of thing it needs. I just... Yeah, you could easily see, like, the one on the other end. Thank you. Right. I don't know why I'm editing this. This is, like, super old. I should just start from scratch. The brightness value on lights actually beat the color. Yeah. Later on, after the stream, if you join the public VC in the Portal modding server, I can help you out with some stuff. That would be extremely useful. I will. Actually, how... It's nearly... Oh my god, we've been on... You could have watched the entire of, like, I don't know... The Godfather in this time that you spent. I think I'm going to end it here. I think we've done a lot. And I also want to take a break. It's getting really hot and stuffy in my room. Yeah, so I will be seeing everyone soon. I hope everyone has a good day. Yeah. Yeah, I will gladly take your offer on. I'll come. I'll be like 25 minutes, but just a reset, but I'll be back. I'll be back. So, yeah. Right. Goodbye, everyone. I will be seeing you sometime in the future, hopefully. We'll make Sterling bigger. I'm so chuffed with this photo. I can't stop thinking about this. I love this photo. It's like one of my favorite photos I ever made. And it's so stupid as well. Like it's got the American Eagle, it's got Sterling, and I like Make America Clean Again. Macca. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. I will be seeing you. That's the wrong way around. What have I just done? Right, and I will be seeing everyone in the near future. Goodbye.